Hi, Heather. I just want to go over the KPI method really quick. I've changed this a little bit so that it's more aligned with your operations. But basically, let me go over it real quick. Here, the top level is client value, about how much you make per client. And these numbers is just a lot of assumptions. I don't know if it's right, but the basis is how many package you sell in a given month, right? And how much it is, how much you charge per that package. Then we then what you need to do is you need to go back in and fill it out. So I went ahead and fill it out as a sample. Um, so for instance, you said that you're closing 30% of your leads, and if you have 60 clients per month, that at $400, um, then it's 24,000. So you need to basically write the revenue down, how much you make, and then all of this will make sense too. So let's take from the top here, $400 um, client value. How many leads do you get a month? And this is both organic as well as paid ads. In the email that you should have, I detailed about that. The different traffic type and different conversion method. How many of those did the initial consult? I know we discussed about doing appointment calendars and stuff like that. But how many of those leads did you and so I didn't put the calendar in here, but I just went ahead and did the initial consult. So I kind of um, skipped the step, or that's something we may want to add later because you don't have to uh, schedule an appointment with me or something like that. You just have to call, right? So 500 leads, 250 initial consultation. You said on some of the people you need to do some research on it, so you need to find out of 250 how many of those you did have to do research. And with the research and the initial consult, how many of those do you send out it's a right fit, and you send out an agreement? Yeah, here's how much it's going to charge, or invoice them, or whatever it is, right? And how many of those did the salespeople close on the first three follow up? Um, if you had a physical consult or initial, consult, then you'll be, on the follow up. So I'm saying three. They tried to call once or twice or three times or email or whatever it is. How many follow up? I'm just creating this three as a generic number, and then how many did you sell after the first three? So we're trying to figure out, okay, this may be the email, it may be a text, it may be a phone call. Just want to know what the team is doing initially and how many of those actions or follow up did it take in following up the agreement? Did it become a sale? And then when those, like you said, that didn't become a sale after X attempt or X method, how many of those became sales later? So those are basically KPI method that you need to, or those are KPI numbers, metrics that you need to put in for us to be able to really track where you are and what we need to do. First of all is, you got to know your numbers, and once you know your numbers, then we can improve on that. For example, if we're going to do, additional pop-up or a improve on the landing page, something really simple. If this created a 10% more conversions, then you can see that just by doing this right here, you can get potentially six more close by just doing that, something simple. and that can be equivocal to $2,400 dollars a month or $28,000 a year. And if we can get more people on the console, let's say we add 10% all together across the board, we're improving everything 10%, right? If you we just improving everything 10%, then you can see that it went from 24,000 to 55,000 a month, and or $30,000 in the process before even spending any more money on ads or anything like that. This is just the operations. And once you get this in, then you can improve on everything else. Like literally, you can improve on, maybe doing retargeting or spending more money on ads and such like that. But let's look at the current business operations and how to improve that, because if even if you spend more money on leads or on ads or whatever, like you said, your revenue will not go up. It's like you're saying you have a problem with increasing revenue, even though you're spending more, you have more clients, you're not going up. So what that means is you have to improve your process, right? So if you can improve your process and you have a system that it's a little bit more scalable, obviously it's going to get to a point where, hey, can I replace me by going to the courthouse with a junior attorney? And then you may have your business revenue may go down or your personal income may go down, but your time will go up, right? So for instance, you're hiring another attorney for $80,000 a year. That's additional expense that may be 110, 120, you know, give and take taxes and whatever. But your inbound, your revenue may go down on that. So you can figure out, but what will happen is you have that free time in that the business is running the business, right? So then can you add more attorneys and to do the same thing? Can you generate more leads and such like that? Then the business will be a business and not you be part of the business. So essentially, if we can get to that point, then the business will be a business. And the same thing for if we're going to do estate planning. You want to have a system that the system is the business and the business can be packaged, resold. Anybody can come in the picture, and that can grow. So this is part of the system that you need to look at. You already have the majority of the thing built on your platform. All of this, whatever you're once we get done with the estate planning, if we wanted to, we can transition into Conquer with your platform. But right now, let's just look at your current optimization process and see how we can improve on that. So this quick video on the KPI method. Hope this makes sense. Thanks.